Hi everyone, in this video I'm literally going to show you step by step how to register for your exams, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is go on your browser, and preferably I would prefer that you do it on a computer, right? So you're going to go on your browser and you're going to type in this link, exams.moe.gov.tt. So you go in and you're going to click that, type in that address and hit enter, and this page should come up. When you reach on this page, now you're going on exam registration. You're just going to click the tab and you're going to look at, basically they have January exams open as well as registration for May-June exam. So you need to decide if you're registering for which exam and on which month. Okay, so I'm just going to take you through. If you're going to register for January exam, you're going to hit the exam registration button here, and then you're going to select Csec January 2021 registration. When you click this now, a separate page will come up. A PDF document will come up, and this is basically all the registration requirements. So they say, first thing, applications must be done online on the prescribed form, which is available on the Ministry of Education's website, exams.moe.gov.tt. Hard copy forms will not be available at any of our offices. Note that only one online application per sit-in, January or May-June, will be accepted from each candidate. Any subsequent changes to the application must be sent by email. So if you're writing January exams, you have to register for all the exams in one application, as well as if you're doing any in June, you need to register for all of them under one application. You're not, at some point, because I had a student call me this morning and say he wanted to register for all the subjects. He was going to do them singly. And I told him, no, that is not the procedure, that he need only one application per sit-in, which is basically one application for all exams that you're writing in that particular year. So to complete your registration, you must complete the registration form online. If a payment is required, usually payment is not required if you're a first timer. If you're repeating, then you have to pay. Then you have to upload the following documents: your electronic birth certificate with affidavit where applicable. So you must have, before you even get into the registration process, get your electronic birth certificate, take a clean picture and PDF it if you can, or use those scanner apps, Adobe Scan, or if you have a scanner at home, scan it. You need a valid picture identification, ID card, driver's permit, or passport, right? So if you have an ID card, you need to snap the back as well. In the passport, you need to snap the picture page, and in the driver's permit, you're just going to snap the front. The official receipt for the fees paid where applicable. So, by the way, fees are not paid online. Fees are paid at any of the Ministry of Education district offices, right? A recent or last 6 months passport size photo must be taken with a plain background. I recommend that you go to the photo studio and take a nice picture and ask them for it in soft copy. That way you can just upload it. If not, and you have a really good camera at home, I recommend that you stand against a solid painted wall, not no brightly colored wall like a black, a brown, a white wall, and take a picture. Okay, have somebody take a picture for you. Section A of the form deals with general information. For new candidates, the name entered on the registration form must be indicated on the birth certificate, okay? They will ask you to select whether you are a returning candidate or you're repeating, and so forth. Enter the number of the valid form of identification. So your ID card, driver's license, passport, in addition to your birth certificate PIN. So these things you must have at hand. Upon completion, candidates will receive an acknowledgement via email as proof of receipt of application to write Csec CAPE examination. So the next part dealing with your registration is section B, which is center locations. And here we will have all the different districts in Trinidad that you can write your exam, and Tobago, of course. So if you are from Chaguanas, Cuba area, I would not expect you to put Port of Spain, but the area closest to where you live, okay? The ministry reserves the right to allocate candidates to any center for examination, your official timetable. So they would still place you at a center, but it's always good to highlight to them where is your area, because I mean, the closer they put you to your exam, the more convenient it makes for you. We have the subject listing that is offered for January 2021. So these are the subjects: bio, chemistry, English A and B, HSB, mathematics, office administration, physics, principles of accounts, principles of business, social studies, and Spanish. Now, the various columns will apply to who is registering. If you're sitting an exam, you will click yes. If you're writing an alternative paper to the SBA, in which most private candidates are doing, then you're going to say yes. If you have submitted an SBA, then the appropriate schools, because you mainly submit SBA via schools, right? And if you transfer in your SBA marks across, then you need to make mention of that too. Sometimes people, right before exams, they come and get sick or something, but they did complete the SBA, you could transfer your marks, okay? So you just need to get that going. And the June offerings are as follows. The June offerings are always more. So you have maths, bio, Caribbean history, chem, economics, English A and B, French, geo, HSB, IT, integrated science, mathematics, office administration, physics, POA, POB, social studies, and Spanish. Okay, remember, and this is for CAPE for anybody who is interested, right? But most of my students will be Csec students, which is Form 5. Okay, so the timetables are available at the following links. You need to go to the links or just Google Cxc timetable or Csec timetable for January 2021 or June 2021 exams, and it should come up. Right, there are the definitions that you need to know. Receipt: a candidate who wish to reuse their SBA marks obtained in January 2020 exam, they can do so. Alternate: new candidates or candidates who do not wish to reuse an SBA. And transfer is candidates who wish to transfer SBA marks, right? We have special allocation for students doing French and Spanish because they will have an oral exam, as well as sciences. They would have lab reports to do based on school, but alternative exams to the SBA will be a paper 3. And then the fees. All non-nationals are required to pay fees stipulated by Cxc and all other local administration fees. Nationals are entitled to 2 free opportunities to register as a private candidate for the Csec and CAPE exam. So if you write one time, your next time will also be free, but after that it will cost you, okay? And I think the fees in the lower part of the form, the candidate fees are $130, $8 administrative fee, $135 per subject, and $3 for orals if you have Spanish or French. But if you're a first-time candidate, this is free. So all my students, you are first-time, your fee will be nothing. So you owe nothing, you pay nothing. You just go and sign up. Refunds will not be entertained after 9th October for January sit-in and 30th October for June sit-in. So if you paid and you're unable to write, those are the deadlines to meet. And timetable will be issued officially by email to candidates, right? So a lot of times people don't receive this email. If you don't, obviously use your discretion and contact ministry, right? You have candidates are required to provide 3 self-addressed envelopes or 4 self-addressed envelopes for candidates doing Spanish or French, stamps $2. So only if you're doing Spanish or French, you will provide the envelopes. And by the way, long ago, everybody used to provide envelopes because your results used to come on email, but now they do everything online, which makes it more efficient. And then you have section G, which is the declaration. If you scroll down, you could confirm and accept these instructions, right? And then you're going to enter your first name, your other name, which is your middle name, and your last name. You're going to select your gender, whether male or female. You're going to enter your birthday, birth certificate, PIN, mailing address, home phone, mobile phone, and email address. if available, and provide one form of ID card, right? Section B, you're going to choose your preferred location. You decide where you live, you choose accordingly. And section C, my students now are private students and we do not do SPAs, right? So what you're going to do is select your subject. Let's say we're doing English A. You're going to click alternative. Next subject, let's say you're doing HSB, you're going to click alternative. And other subject, let's say you're doing social studies, you're going to click alternative. If you're doing 5 subjects, list them all. If you're doing 2 subjects, list them all. If you're doing 1 subject, you list them all, okay? And then you scroll down. When you finish selecting, ensure that you select the correct box here. Resit means you wrote already and you're rewriting, and transfer means you're transferring SBA marks. You're not doing that. My students are alternative candidates, so you'll select that button. If any reset box is ticked, enter your May-June Csec registration number. So if you're a past student and you're sitting an exam, then you have to provide your Csec registration number that you last used. Section D now deals with fees. From May-June 2010, nationals are entitled to 2 free opportunities. So if you have surpassed your 2 free opportunities, then you have to pay, right? And if you said, yes, you have used your opportunities already, they will ask you what year you wrote the exam and so forth. The years might depend because I'm not sure if some years past if it will be considered free, but if you are a new candidate or you're new to this, click no. When you're completed with that, scroll down. Are you a national or non-national? If you are a national, you're going to click national. If you are a non-national, you click non-national. Are you repeating the Csec exam more than 2 times? If you are a repeater, you say no. If you're, or yes, right? Now the fees will apply. So the total payable, this will come up generated based for you, but I don't know, maybe because I probably registered for exams a couple times before, right? So, but my form is incomplete. I haven't filled in any documents or anything as yet. Okay, I didn't select anything in the ID card section. All I did was show you how to do some subjects. Next, you move on to past this. You're going to upload your payment receipt only if applicable. So if you have to pay, you upload it here. The next, you're going to upload a passport size photo taken with a solid background, right? And the recommended format is JPEG or PDF only. And the file must be no more than 3 megabytes in size. So we might have to do some compressing. So upload a photo. Then you upload a photo ID front and back, okay? Back if applicable. So if you're using a driver's license, you don't need to upload it back. Then you're going to upload a picture of a birth certificate and upload an affidavit if necessary. Some people have affidavits attached to their birth certificate. You don't need to put that if you don't have one. Okay? Please enter now section D to declare. Please enter birth PIN to indicate approval, and then you click in send. When you click send, you should get a confirmation email, and that is all you need to look at now. Okay? And when you finish, go back out on your home page, and if you need to register for May-June exam, you're using the same procedure. Okay? I have many questions from students as to what will take place. You know, some students need concession time, and I think you need to write to the ministry to get that concession time for whatever disorder you have, like mental disorders and disabilities. And I have students who have dual citizenship and at the moment is unable to get their ID card due to COVID, and passport for that matter. So again, you need to contact Ministry of Education and get the relevant information for your need. Do not wait until it's too late to do so. I recommend that you do that before you register to avoid anything. Okay, so Good luck in the exams if you're writing for January and June, and I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you.